today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Minnesota Vikings taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The
number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Jackson
right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12. And a Raven first down.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
No gain on the play.
On 3rd down, Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
The ball carrier. Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down now. It's Cook. Still going. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 79 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. The numbers for him from a week ago, 13 carries, 55 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench to tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
It's
a really nice gain of 25 yards.
Raven 1st down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Mark Ingram, the ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd down, Dobbins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
7. Ravens 3.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Number 25, Alex.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
From the 27, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Jalen Ferguson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
39-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time, he uses quickness to make a play.
Second and 11 now. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And it's from the gun on third down. Jackson trying to lay one up deep. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. But quickly to Thielen here. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The numbers for Thielen in that game last week. 4 catches, 59 yards.
Having a nice season. Number 8 in the league in receiving yards. And not just making his team happy, but anyone who's picked him in fantasy football.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Ravens 3.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
33, Dalvin.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second.
From the 39, Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Alexander Madison, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Calais Campbell on the stop. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
3rd and
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And that would be incomplete.
intended for Justin Jefferson. Incomplete.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
Well, that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
On second down and 4, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
Jackson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
J.K. Dobbins.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
At the 33-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So that'll back them up 5. Here's a give to Dobbins. Jackson options out left. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. 2nd down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Jackson's pass.
You can try and underthrow it and go back shoulder, but your timing has to be impeccable. And here, I think it was much more of a duck than a designed back shoulder throw.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. He's in his own 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little. And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Dalvin Cook.
He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 27 yards there, a first down. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Jackson options out left. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to
one more time with Dobbins. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best.
Oh, man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
Devin Duvernay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
We always admire a guy who go through his progressions and find the open receiver. I believe we just saw that there.
And we admire him just a little bit more when it goes for a touchdown. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Keeps himself upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Matt Judon. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Second down.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
At their own 30.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
Out of bounds at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players. And maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This one brought in by Jefferson. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. First down, here's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
at their own 23-yard line.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now left side on the swing pass. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On first down, Cook. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
2nd and 5.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That was a beautiful executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, here's Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Clark on the tackle. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Vikings have taken the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the 2nd half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Another run here with Dobbins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
On the cover end.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down. Doesn't find anyone open. Tucks it away. Takes off and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw is Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Pickup of 6.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Anthony Harris on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Denard brought him down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Jackson's pass.
And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22.
But it brings up 4th down.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Tucker's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13.
17. Ravens 13.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
They're able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block. But they're helping out, too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Here's Madison. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking with those big behemoths starting to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins to Jefferson on the slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Cousins. He stays up. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they'll decline the penalty there and go ahead and keep the yards lost on that last play. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Cousins now. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
Cousins pass.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
A gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 13.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
That's the score. Vikings 20, Ravens 13.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points. Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking for a slot man, and he's got it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And a Raven first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down, Ravens.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The Ravens on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Hughes. Jackson's pass.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And now out comes Minnesota. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Following the interception, Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On first down, it's Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
27 yards there, first down.
Well, one of the ways ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Madison. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Madison, the ball carrier.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll give it to him up the middle.
Cousins hands to Dalvin Cook. Brought down.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
They run it again with Cook, pushing through the contact. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Bailey's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Vikings 23, Ravens 13.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 27-yard line.
This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Ravens have cut it to within a score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A 1st down throw for Cousins. Space to maneuver at the 40. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And they'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
To number 13. A gain of 12 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down, Vikings.
12-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
And there it is, the standard symbol. Taking a knee means that one team won and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time, not depressed either.
You mentioned to me breaking down a season in quadrants. So the first quadrant is kind of a check, as you said, for okay. Not great, not bad.
Yeah, right now they're just holding serve. They look forward to their next 4. Maybe they can make a surge there.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Minnesota, it'll be a 500 start as